Welcome to Untitled Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for the month of April, late March, April 2022. So Cancer, you are in your 10th house. So it's all about the world and out there sort of stories. It's very much out of your comfort zone in a way, because Cancers are well renowned for their homebody status. But then again, there are a lot of Cancers that carry their home, as they are the crab, wherever they go. So they can be quite up there in terms of putting themselves out of their comfort zone. So the element Cancer is fire, and we're in the sign of Aries. But your theme is out of the comfort zone, the world. And the energy is the Two of Coins. So yes, decisions to be made. Will I do this or will I do that? But it's very grounded, being a coin, belonging to the Earth family. So it's very much about, it could be about having two jobs, or having one job and then deciding to pursue something else on the side, all that kind of thing, where it's like a juggling card as well, like keeping things moving. The plates are spinning in the air. So all in all, a very positive card. Let's see where you are right now. And you have him there, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is all about clarity of thought. So here's air sign, mind energy, mind, brain, all that kind of thing. He also, if you're involved with this man romantically, or he's come into your life and he's sort of the focus at the moment, just watch him, because he'll say lots and lots of things. He's very much got the gift of the gab. But why is he wearing the armour? And I always point that out, because the image sort of belies what it really means, to me anyway, as an interpreter of tarot. So it's necessary, and you, as being water people, intuitives, you can feel things. It's not what people say, it's how you feel about it. So we'll see what he's doing here front and centre, whether he's here on a romantic purpose or whether he's here for the clarity. He can be usually associated with the law, doctor, all those sorts of people that really strive to get to the top of their game, and they do. But then there's also that congruence about them, that they also have. They also wear armour, so it's about decoding what's under that armour. The influencing card, and hence will influence the rest of the reading. We have another king, and we have the King of Wands. So very much he's a completely different character in a way. He's very much likes to be on the move. He is your world traveller. He is your FIFO worker. He is your person who comes and goes, but always sprinkles a bit of his magic dust around of inspiration. He's a very inspirational character. But in terms of romantic ways, he'll tell you, he's not hiding anything. He'll just say yes or no, and there's no bones about whatever he says or does. He can be quite blunt at times, but there he is. But then we have the two of them together. So it's very interesting. Influence, inspiration, and then high intellect almost. So yeah, and for the male, my male subscribers, that could be a part, two parts of your whole. But it's up to you, as I always say, to decipher what that means to you. What was happening in February, March is the Queen of Wands. So very much creativity again coming through. Maybe your creative side, or a woman that you know that has influence. Very much a fire sign woman. And a bit like her opposite, the male King of Wands. She can be quite blunt and quite to the point. But she's very creative, and she's very much a mover on. She's not interested in, you've got to move with her. You've got to be sort of buckled up with her around, because she wants things done and she wants things moving. She wants action. which obviously with the Cancerian type of soul, that can just sort of be like, oh my God, I wish she'd shut up, or I wish she'd just slow down. But nevertheless, we do get inspiration from her. Recent influences, and we have fear for fear's sake, so there's no reason to be fearful. You might be having a difficulty in sleeping. You may be worried about things that may never happen. It's not really an element, Cancer, that you sort of survive well in, because you more lead with intuition. So I suggest you lead with intuition as you do, rather than get in your head and sort of start, especially if these two heavy male influences, or even her, the female influence, come in and sort of mess with your head. You've got to sort of say, no, enough, I'm not buying into this, because there's nothing, I could just waste my time worrying about things I don't have to. Interesting. Let's see the lesson you'll be learning. And we have the Three of Coins, so very much the spiritual learning card, the teacher and the student. So this resonates too with people that may be in your life at the moment, like, or have been of influence recently. It's very much, to me, this card sort of resonates with you learning something from them, or you're teaching them something. It's up to you to decipher who's who in that relationship. It's also a card of working well with other people. And a card of building on foundations, so doing really well in terms of what's earthy and what's stable. Never mind about, you know, the wind and which way it's blowing. You just need to be earthed this month in what you're doing, and knowing that it will take you to where you need to be. Excuse me. Near future. And there we have the Magician presenting to you a challenge. It's the try versus risk. So you have to try. If you don't try it, you'll always die wondering. And if you don't try it, you're not willing to take a risk. And you've got sort of potential and risks go hand in hand, as I always say. So it's about just getting onto this, whatever this spirit messenger is bringing you, and saying, come on, just get on board and do it. But don't expect it to be all fairy tales and sunshine. There's going to be ups and downs with whatever. But it can be very, very fulfilling for you in all manner of ways. It comes from the spirit world of, come on, get on board, and let's go see where this challenge is going to take you. Key card down here, what's happening that you're not realising. And we have the Scorpio Death card. So we have quite a few big cards coming in now. So this is all about the transformation. So it is sort of, the wheel is already slowly moving, and you're slowly changing and transforming how you want to be and what you want to do and how you want to do it. So it's about going with the wheel of the transformation, going up and down with that wheel as well, and not being afraid of what you mightn't be able to achieve, but learning from what you can't and then learning how to do it. So it's a really nice card in a way, even though it does sort of take you to the depths, as Scorpio time often does. It can be uncomfortable, but the good thing about it is you're going in there because you want to transform whatever aspect of your life, or indeed your whole life. Let's see how others see you. Eight of Cups. So there may be a relationship that you're sort of involved with at the moment that requires a bit of distance. You need to distance yourself from that. So say all the others, really. This is what this is saying. So give it a wide berth if you can, just for the while. Don't worry about it too much, because it will just come. It will just do whatever it's going to do. But at the moment, this card sort of says you can't do anything more with it. You've got to kind of move away from it for a while and have a bit of a holiday from that particular relationship that feels like it's not going anywhere. Well, if it feels like it's not going anywhere, it probably is going nowhere for now. But it's not the be-all and end-all. So just step away from that for this 4 weeks. What you're feeling positive about is the happy home card and the consolidation card of, you know, have a look back and see how far you've come. Like, you're doing really well, you know, home, happy home, things going well at home, focusing on home, that kind of thing. The gateway also, it's a gateway card, so it's like move on through, go to the next level if you like, and see what's there. Try new things, don't be afraid, because you've got all, you're consolidated. I mean, you're going pretty well whenever this card comes up, Cancer. The outcome. And we have the beautiful divine time card of Temperance. So balance as well, but divine time. So this is the time where things are right to do, to proceed. So right before we go into Taurus, the third week of April, we get that sort of beautiful card coming in to say, divine time's come in, now everything's right. The timing is right, so you can just do and move on happily. It's a Sagittarian card, so it's very much about far horizons, travelling, just being in the right space and time to do something, whereas previously you may have felt like not, but when this card comes through, it's definitely a green light. Okay, let's have a quick look at your message. And we have karma. The more you practice karma, the more you'll discover that you are the master of your own fortune and the creator of your own destiny. In its simplest form, karma implies cause and effect. Karma can give you the courage to look deeper into your past actions and take full responsibility for life as it's unfolding, knowing that you planted the karmic seeds in the past. Flower or weeds, fortunate or unfortunate, they are all there with you. Lovely card to end. Thank you very much for listening, Cancer. Talk again in 4 weeks.